Now in this video, we're going to go ahead and go over on how Jaskine responded to Brawadis after their breakup, and which was very known on social media. And this all kind of just happened on TikTok, in which she's now back on social media, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, replying to comments, posting videos, and kind of just showing her overall life, in which she hasn't really talked or will probably never talk about Brawadis again, but she is showing how she's doing, and then also kind of replying to a few people and reposting videos based on how she is doing. Now, you guys are probably not new to this, but if you do remember when they ended up breaking up, this was all over social media, in which Brawadis ended up going on Instagram Live, and he did this probably 3 different times, in which he explained the situation on how Jaskine pretty much cheated on him and how she pretty much used him for her own, beneficial gain. And then also how Jaskine didn't really seem to care, in which she ended up going on live and kind of just talking about her side of the story, kind of just regarding to how Brawadis was. Now, after all of this, Brawadis didn't really talk about her name after all, and she ended up kind of just going off social media by disabling her TikTok, her Instagram, and she didn't really speak on it ever since then. But she's now back, and she has made some comments about this, in which I'll be showing you very, very soon. Anyways, as you can see right here, here's her current Instagram account, and then here's also her TikTok account. Although when this all ended, she ended up creating new profiles of the both, whether it was her Instagram and TikTok, but it seems like she went back to what she already have, from the following, in which she ended up gaining from Brawadis. Now, as of a couple of days ago, she did make a transition video, and you can see the engagement in which she currently has on it regarding the likes, and then also the tons of comments in which she ended up having on it. Anyways, here's the video on it, and it's kind of just a transition video of her without makeup versus her putting it on. And she did respond to a lot of comments, and here's one of them by going on by saying, "You alive?" And Jasmine Morales goes on by saying, "Barely, haha." More comments based on people supporting her, she ended up responding to, in which someone went on by saying, "The queen is back," and she ended up responding back with this. Whether it was negative or positive, she did react to this, in which this one goes on by saying, "They can never make me hate you," and she ended up hearting the comment, in which you can see. And there's a lot of comments like this in which she interacted. Here's a couple more in which it goes on by saying she's back and better, she's back, and you can see her hearting the comments and also responding to it. But it doesn't really make sense because she's the one at fault, and it kind of just goes on by showing on how they are happy that she's back. It kind of just shows on how they are happy she's back, although she's the one at fault for pretty much doing all of this. After her pretty much being accused of something, in which was shown by Brawadis. One thing that is noticed is Brawadis' fan base will probably never leave her alone, in which these are most, if not all, the comments, as you can see right here, whether it goes on by saying Brawadis gang, or basically kind of just talking about Jaskine in a bad way. And this goes on all over her TikTok videos and then her Instagram comments, although those are currently limited as of right now. But one thing that Jaskine likes to do is kind of just making secret messages out in the public, and by this one, it's by reposting videos on her TikTok. She'll probably never speak about this topic on her previous relationship ever again, although she'll make kind of secret messages, in which you can see right here. Keep in mind, these are all reposted videos as of recent, in which she ended up reinstating her TikTok back. And you can see on the bottom left corner on how it was a couple of days ago, if not a week ago. This is the first one, and it goes on by saying how life felt once I stopped caring about what people said about me. And this just has to do with all of the hate in which she has been receiving regarding her past relationship and who she was and what she ended up doing. And that's pretty self-explanatory, as you can see from that repost in which she ended up doing. And here's another one, and it ties right back into it. And it goes on by saying, maturity is realizing that you don't need to clear your name all the time. Let them believe lies about you. In the end, time will tell. And this just goes on basically on her past relationship with Brawadis and all the hate in which she has gotten. And it goes on by saying on how you don't really need to clear your name, and that time will tell. You can kind of just see on how that one relates to the first repost in which she ended up doing. And this didn't stop right here, because she also reposted this video, and it goes on by saying, can't replace a woman that gives you bestie and wifey vibes. That's rare. And that kind of just showcases on what she was and the woman in which she was to Brawadis, and how it's pretty much his loss, in which this is a repost in which she feels like she's relating to. Now, these are all reposts in which this is public on Jasmine's TikTok account, in which she's done in the past couple of days, if not week. And here's another one that goes on by saying, "But I'm still stuck on us." And it kind of just goes towards a relationship in which ended, and how she's probably still stuck on Brawadis, and the fact that things are no longer in good terms, but that's just something in which she ended up putting out. Now, this is the final one, and she probably has reposted new ones, now that I'm speaking, but it goes on by saying, "One thing about a good woman, she can go be a good woman with or without a man." And like I said again, these are all secret messages in which she ends up putting out. She's not going to speak about this on a live stream or post a video about it or make a post on her Instagram. But what she is going to do is kind of repost videos in which she relates to, and that has to do with her past relationship or what people are thinking or believing on her. And this just goes to show on what she currently feels like, and then also how she relates to a lot of things based on these topics. So yeah, comment down below, what do you think about those messages in which she's putting out there? And keep in mind, this is all public, in which you can see on her TikTok profile under her repost, and these have been done within the past couple of days. And now that she has, kind of brought back her TikTok profile back, she still in fact still follows Brawadis or Brandon, in which you can see right here based on his name and also profile. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a video of someone reacting and kind of just giving more info based on her coming back and leaving messages in which she ended up responding on. So comment down below, what do you guys think about Jasmine kind of just coming back on social media, leaving these hints or secret messages on TikTok, in which you can see that I've put out throughout this video. So yeah, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on the next topic, and I'll see you in the next video.
Brandon's ex Jasmine just finally showed back up on social media, and her comment section is crazy. Let me show you guys a video first. Hold up. First, we got to address something. She's literally wearing the Cartier ring Brawadis bought for her. She's literally showing and flexing the ring on purpose.
So that video was pretty much based on an overall reaction and what people are thinking of, Jasmine coming back to social media. And she also responded to this video in which this guy made, in which I'll show you the picture right here, and let me know what you think about it. Anyways, I'll go ahead and show you the final video in which this guy also made, and it kind of just goes on by showing on how Brawadis was right on how Jasmine would turn off her social media accounts and disable them and let things kind of cool down. And here's that video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Well, he's really smart because his prediction is true. Her account is literally up and all of her social media is up right now. Like he said, when this all boils down and stuff like that, she's going to undeactivate her account so she doesn't lose followers. He was right. So yeah, man, this is crazy. What he said is literally true. Y'all can even look it up, y'all.
Excuse me, what is your job?
Huh?
I mean, like...